اسم من یاسی گبای هستم. اسم اصلیم الیاس گبایه، ولی چون به اصطلاح نیکنیم هم یاسی بود، یاسی رو وقتی آمدم آمریکا و سیتیزن آمریکا شدم به اسمم اضافه کردم. من آرشیتکت مقبره استر بودم در همدان، نه آرشیتکت خود مقبره نه، ولی آرشیتکتی که ریستوریشن و رنوویشن کرد و یکی از پروژه های مهم زندگیم بود، با اینکه خود پروژه خیلی کوچیک بود. خیلی بهش افتخار میکنم. It was during the 70s that there was a very huge celebration for the 25 centuries of monarchy in Iran, and all the communities, I mean the whole nation had to do something to show the affection, etc. That of course was dictated sort of by the government at that time. And the Jewish community decided, instead of putting the balloons or arches or light bulbs and color things, instead of that, they decided just to do something that remains forever. And so they decided to renovate and restore the Esther tomb in Hamadan. At that time, I was not a celebrity, but I was known as sort of a good Jewish architect. So I was commissioned to do the job. And it was very exciting for me because just a few years ago, I had my thesis in École des Beaux-Arts in Paris when I was graduated in architecture on the same subject, but they didn't know about it. That was why I was twice as much excited that at that time it was just a science fiction project, but now it's the real work. So with the speed of light, of course, we started to do the job because we had a deadline for the celebration. And at the time, the entrance to the tomb was from a very small dirt alley, very poor situation, and the whole building was in a very bad shape. And the Jewish community, with their own money, they bought all the properties next to the tomb, and they could have access to the main street. That was one of the major streets in Hamadan at that time. So they bought the property, and we used that new part of the purchased property in order to create a very elegant access. But the whole concept was that what I did was I added a small synagogue and an area outdoor for larger gatherings during the holidays, etc. But everything was designed underground for not blocking the view from the main old building that was a few centuries old. One thing that I regret, of course, was that we wanted to create a small, tiny museum to show the connection of the Jews with Iran that started from this whole celebration dates. It was started from the monarchy during Cyrus, and I wanted to put a small museum to show this history from the time of the Esther until today, that the community was living in Iran. But unfortunately, again, because of the rush and the deadlines of the project, we couldn't achieve that goal. Even after the revolution, the Islamic government, they have taken over the building. Unfortunately, they did some remodeling that was not the right way to do it. They have painted the building. They have they have done, I have to say, a destructive restoration. On top of that, there were some beautiful railing that we designed, inspired from Iranian designed ceramics that I had taken from the mosques in Isfahan, but there was a Star of David there. They have removed all those and they have put some stupid regular fence railing that is very ugly, but never mind. They are governing the country, so they own it. And the good thing about it is that, as I heard, it's become a tourist attraction right now, after what, 30 years after the revolution and 30-something years after those celebrities. So the Jewish community made a good decision. Instead of wasting the money, they made something that will work even in an Islamic country and Islamic government. And I'm very glad. Except the architect was Jewish, all the rest of the team, they were all Muslims, because my employees were Muslim, the general contractor were Muslim. During the Shah, we didn't have that sort of a problem. That was the only property that I could easily and comfortably put Star of David on it, because it was 100% Jewish. Therefore, the roof of the little synagogue was designed in a way that the main structure was shown from the outside, and the main structure was designed as a Star of David. And from inside, in the basement, the same Star of David was seen with a nice brickwork from the inside, and it was mostly for showing the connection of these symbols with Iranian, even Islamic architecture, because in most mosques, Islamic mosques, if you go and you look at the ceramics, in 50% of them you see the Star of David. They are there because it's a design. I mean, it's a motif. At that time, it didn't have a name, and it was used with most ceramic or other arts in Islamic architecture. But when you mix politics with arts, these complications, unfortunately, will pop out. The roof is there. Maybe they couldn't remove it, because if they remove it, the ceiling fell down. And I'm glad if on Google Earth we can see a Star of David sitting in an Islamic country. It's beautiful. One day, all we will be one. Well, I love to go back. I love to go back to see the country I love. And one day I will go back. Definitely one day I will go back.